Howdy, y'all. This is Joe Wick coming to you from San Francisco on a beautiful Sunday, March 28th, the last Sunday in March in 2012. And tonight's 4x2 is going to be a little different. I'm going to do a lot of sight reading tonight because I'm on a new kick. Well, not a new kick, but I've been doing all this Tin Pan Alley stuff, like trying to find who those folks were, that all these songs that we know. And for some reason, I was flipping through a book and looking for a song, and I came across a song that was very popular in the 60s. And I said, hey, now wait a minute, that's not a one hit wonder. Who wrote that? Because I know I would have, if that was a one hit wonder, I would have known. So I'm not going to tell you the hit song yet. I'm going to work up to it. But the composer's name is Tony Hatch, and he's a Brit. And I'm going to start with a song that he wrote with Jackie Trent, who ended up becoming his wife. So this is a song called I Couldn't Live Without Your Love. I've never heard this. Apparently, it was a big, huge hit for them. You're the only one that I rely on, a shoulder there for me to cry on, and the hours alone that I'm not with you, all I ever do is think about you. No one knows that you're so understanding, even though my love is so demanding. Every time you look at me, then I know we'll both agree that no other love could be. I couldn't live without your love. Now I know you're really mine. Got to have you all the time. Didn't like you much when I first met you, but somehow I couldn't quite forget you. Said you didn't want a friend or lover, that your life was happy with another. But as time went by, my love grew stronger, knew that I just couldn't wait any longer, for I couldn't let you go. Then I had to tell you so, that I loved you, then you'd know. I couldn't live without your love. Now I know you're really mine. I've got to have you all the time. Now the tears are gone and I'm not crying. When you say you love me, you're not lying. So if people want to stare, I know I don't really care, just as long as you are there. Everybody, I couldn't live without your love. Now I know you're really mine. Got to have you all the time. Got to have you all the time. That was 1966 they wrote that together. Tony Hatch is who I'm celebrating tonight. Now, this next one, oddly enough, I knew, but not in the context of who the composer was. Again, this is Tony Hatch, and he wrote a song that's in a book I have that's all swing music, and it's all supposed to be songs from like the 30s and the 40s. And this song was written in 65. It's so out of place, except I guess it's, a standard, but nobody knew it in 1945 because it wasn't written yet. It's called Call Me. It just makes me think of the 60s, really. If you're feeling sad and lonely, there's a service I can render. Tell the one who loves you only afraid, you can call me. Maybe it's late, you can call me. Tell me and I'll be around. When it seems your friends desert you, there's somebody thinking of you. I'm the one who never hurt you. Maybe that's because I love you. Call me. Don't be afraid, you can call me. Maybe it's late, just call me. Tell me and I'll be around. Now don't forget me, 'cause if you let me, I will always stay with you. You gotta trust me, that's how it must be. There is so much I can do. If you call, I'll be right with you. You and I should get together. Take this love I long to give you. I'll be at your side forever. Call me. Don't be afraid, you can call me. Maybe it's late, you can call me. Tell me and I'll be around. Let's do the chorus again. Call me. Don't be afraid, you can call me. Maybe it's late, but just call me. Tell me and I'll be around. Call me. So here's the next one, and this one's odd. I just think this is the oddest little song, and it's so odd that I want to, and I'm going to mess it up bad because it's not an easy little song to sing. It's got some weird chord. I can't really believe that somebody wrote this chord progression. Every day when the work is behind you and the shop and the store, put the lock on the door. Just get away, let your worries won't find you. If you like, well, I'll tell you more. Don't let the day get the better of you. When the evening comes, there's so much to do. You better put on your best and wear a smile and come along with me some while. 'Cause I tell you, I know a place where the music is fine and the lights are always low. I know a place where we can go. Isn't that weird chords? Now I'm gonna mess up the words here. At the door there's a man who will greet you. Yes, you'll go downstairs to some tables and chairs. Soon I'm sure you'll be tapping your feet because the beat is the greatest there. All around there are girls and boys. It's a swinging place, a cellar full of noise. It's got an atmosphere of its own, but somehow you gotta come along right now. 'Cause I tell you, I know a place where the music is fine and the lights are always low. I know a place where we can go. I know a place where we can go. I know a place where we can go. I know a place, fade out, we can go. I know a place where we can go. Isn't that strange? That's the strangest little piece. It's called I Know a Place, and it was a huge radio hit. Go figure. Okay, now I get to the hit. He had a ton of hits, but this is the one that people go, oh, yeah, of course. So this is the one I was like, I know this song could not have been a one-hit wonder. How come I don't know who wrote this? The song is Downtown. Petula Clark. Everybody knows that song. And it became a secondary hit here in the United States because of a woman named Mrs. Miller who did this song very unusually. And I'm going to join the ranks of those doing this song very unusually as well. So here it goes. I think, didn't the B-52s do this on their first album, too? When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. When you've got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help, I know. downtown. Just listen to the music and the traffic of the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon sights are pretty. How can you lose? The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares, and go downtown. Things will be great when you're downtown. No finer place for sure, downtown. Everything's waiting for you. When I'm done, I'm going to tell you a story about meeting Petula Clark in New York after 9/11 and singing this song with her on a radio promo. I guess I've told you the story then, haven't I? I was dressed up as Patty Andrews. And we did this in one of the parks, and they filmed it because everybody was scared to go to the theater again. This was in November of 2000. Well, yeah, right after 9/11. Don't hang around and let your problems surround you. There are movie shows downtown. Maybe you know some little places to go where they never close. Downtown, just listen to the rhythm of the gentle bossa nova. You'll be dancing with them too before the night is over. Happy again. The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares, and go downtown. There's all the lights are bright downtown, waiting for you tonight downtown. You're gonna be alright too, downtown, downtown, down. You're wondering, why was I singing this song with Petula Clark in New York back then? She was in Blood Brothers on Broadway, off Broadway. Where do I come back in? Oh yeah. Now you may find somebody kind to help and understand you, someone who is just like you, who needs a gentle hand to guide them along. So maybe I'll see you there. We can forget all our troubles, forget all our cares, and go downtown. Things will be great when you're downtown. Don't wait a minute more, downtown. Everything's waiting for you. Downtown, 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 downtown. Thank you, Mr. Tony Hatch. These were some fun songs. They were challenging, but they're fun. He's, by the way, he's still living. He lives, I think, did I read correctly? Like Mallorca or someplace like that? All right, he's in his 80s, and I think he's still writing. He was quite prolific. We'll get ready for part 2. Now, just because I did one Brit, why not do another Brit? And I've already done this guy once earlier during all these, but I'm doing him again tonight in 4 different songs, and that's Noel Coward, who I just adore. And he's underperformed in the United States for all kinds of reasons. The musical style is really old-fashioned, and unless you're doing a period piece where you're doing like I am, explaining these things, they don't find the ear, like they don't find the audience. So this is a song that it's from 1929. Back then, you could have really long intros, especially, I guess, in Britain, because, boy, my God, this is a 3-page intro for a 2-page song. It's from a musical called Bittersweet. Now, over there, you could have a show, and you could have music in it, and that would be as good as a musical. Like, he did Private Lives, and it had some songs in it, but it wasn't what we call a musical in the United States. So this is from the show, Bittersweet. To begin with, if you please, sing a scale for me. Take a breath and then reprise in a different key. All my life I shall remember knowing you, all the pleasure I have found in showing you the different ways that one may phrase the changing light and changing shade, happiness that must die, melodies that must fly, memories that must fade. dusty and forgotten by and by. You would think that would lead into the song, but no, there's 2 more pages. Learning scales will never seem so sweet again, till our destiny shall let us meet again. The will of fate may come too late, when I am calling the hours we've had. Why will the foolish tears tremble across the years? Why shall I feel so sad, treasuring the memory of those days? Oh, I love this part. Always. I'll see you again whenever spring breaks through again. Time may lie heavy between, but what has been is past forgetting. This sweet memory across the years will come to me. Though my world may go awry, in my heart will never die just the echo of a sigh. Goodbye. Time may lie heavy between, but what has been is past forgetting. This sweet memory across the years will come to me. Though my world may go awry, in my heart will never die just the echo of a sigh. Goodbye. That's a beautiful song. 1929. Now I'm going to get some flack for doing this one, but it's No Coward at his bitchiest. And this is a song that he wrote to sing to a stage mother. It's got a lot of words. And the first time I heard this, I thought, wow, I cannot believe somebody wrote this song. Because this is the telling the stage mom, go away. And telling her, stop doing this to your daughter. Wouldn't you love to do that to all those stage moms that are so making their kids do things they don't want to do? Oh my God, I'd love to do this for them. So this is for them. Don't put your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your daughter on the stage. The profession is overcrowded and the struggle's pretty tough. And admitting the fact she's burning to act, that isn't quite enough. She has nice hands to give the wretched girl her due, but don't you think her bust is too developed for her age? I repeat, Mrs. Worthington, sweet Mrs. Worthington, don't put your daughter on the stage. Regarding yours, dear Mrs. Worthington, of Wednesday the 23rd, although your baby may be keen on a stage career, how can I make it clear that this is not a good idea for her to hope? Dear Mrs. Worthington is on the face of it absurd. Her personality is not in reality inviting enough, exciting enough for this particular sphere. Don't put your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your daughter on the stage. She's a bit of an ugly duckling and must honestly confess that the width of her seat would surely defeat her chances of success. She's a loud voice, and though it's not exactly flat, it'll need a little more than that to earn a living wage. On my knees, Mrs. Worthington, please, Mrs. Worthington, don't put your daughter on the stage. I know there shouldn't be a fat joke, but it makes so much sense when you're thinking like, all those parents that bring their kids in, they're not age appropriate, like they're either too young or they're too old, and the moms are pushing. Oh my God, they're pushing so hard. Okay, so this next one here, I don't think I did this before. Maybe I should check before I do it. Oh, what the hell? I'll just do it. This is A Room with a View, which was 1928. I've been cherishing through the perishing winter nights and days a funny little phrase that means such a lot to me that you've got to be with me, heart and soul, for on you the whole thing leans. Won't you kindly tell me what you're driving at? What conclusion you're arriving at? Please don't turn away or my dream will stay hidden out of sight among a lot of might have beens. A room with a view and you, and no one to worry us, no one to hurry us through this dream we found. We'll gaze at the sky and try to guess what it's all about. Then when we figure out why the world is round, we'll be as happy and contented as birds upon a tree, high above the mountains and the sea. We'll bill and we'll coo, and sorrow will never come. Oh, will it ever come true? A room with a view. I'm pretty sure they've never in England used that shaving a haircut 2 bits. But I had to put it on there. Now, this one, I wish more folks would learn and do instead of the other party ending song, The Party's Over, which was from Bells Are Ringing, which is really not about a party ending, obviously. This is more about like the party's over, but it's also about, you know, the affair coming to an end or calling everything nicely off, the amity of that, the civility of that. But it's definitely on the surface about, you know, letting go of just the moment. So please, singers, learn this one. This is a beautiful little song. Night is over, dawn is breaking. Everywhere the town is waking, just as we are on our way to sleep. Lovers meet and dance a little, snatching from romance a little souvenir of happiness to keep. The music of an hour ago was just a sort of let's pretend. The melodies that charmed us so at last are ended. The party's over now. The dawn is drawing very nigh. The candles gutter. The starlight leaves the sky. It's time for little boys and girls to hurry home to bed, for there's a new day waiting just ahead. Life is sweet and time is fleet beneath the magic of the moon. Dancing time may seem sublime, but in the end they all end too soon. The thrill is gone. To linger on would spoil it anyhow. Let's creep away from the day, for the party is over now. Oh, gorgeous song. That was written in 1932, and it was from a play that he had called Words and Music. That was Noel Coward. So I've done two Brits tonight, and I am grateful you joined me for this 4x2, and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow. The sun will come out tomorrow.